But you will see that it is beautifully decorated with what's called rosing. This one was made in 1916 in Alexander, North Dakota. And there's a laughing boy at the top instead of a scroll, like the normal violin has, all right? And the back is also all decorated. Now the reason I'm not playing my hardanger fiddle today, instead playing my regular violin, is because there's 8 strings on a hardanger fiddle, and it's very difficult for me to tune and keep it in tune in muggy weather like this. So that's why you can come up later and take a look at this violin, this hardanger fiddle, and I'll be glad to show it to you more closely, okay? It's going to sound very different for you than your usual folk music that you hear in the United States. So I'm just warning you, the tones are very different. The first piece I'm going to play is a song that would have been used in a procession, let's say a wedding procession or a parade on a special day. So, you ready?
Yes.
Norway, that one. Now traditionally, these songs were not written down, they were passed by memory from one person to the other. And it wasn't until probably the 20th century that they were written down. And so I think that's very interesting. I went to a hardanger fiddle workshop. They expected me to learn all the songs by memory. I thought they could have sent me but this was before computers, a record or something, so I could have listened and listened and listened so that I could have had it in my mind. Because these are very different harmonies than we're used to in our country and our folk music. The next one is called a Schottisch from Rhineland. is that usually the person who is playing them is sitting in a chair, and then they stomp their feet like this as they are playing their violin in time. Since I can't do that, what I need to have you do is all stop, stop, okay, as I'm doing this. All right, ready? Whoa, that doesn't help. Now let's see if I can keep this up here on my stand now that this wind has come up. Okay. Am I finished? No, I'll be okay. Okay? Ready. One more.